Welcome everyone to the stream. Today I guess we gonna see on-site reconnaissance. I will explain my methodology. I will talk about the data, which is actually very interesting for me when I usually start doing bug bounties or picking new target. So like when you go to the main site, the things what I usually look for and how I actually create notes. So yeah, nice. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hopefully more people will join as well. As you can see, I have a little bit upgraded my setup. I had a GoPro camera. I forgot about it, but right now I'm using GoPro to film me. It's has like different direction right now from the side, but I guess I won't be talking too much to the camera. But for this case, it will be much better quality at least. Also, I have a upgraded computer. It is much faster right now. It has 96 RAMs, a lot of CPU cores, so it will be more than enough for most cases. And I see it's running pretty cool right now. So yeah, thank you very much for kind words, guys. We will start pretty soon. This time I will pick up a target which is actually has all in scope, but I will go to the main site for that particular target, and I will try to collect data about the company, which is actually interesting for me, and I will show the note taking, like what you want to do for like each of interesting area to check for. And I might also show you a little bit about Google Dorking as well. Like even sometimes you need to go a little bit outside of the main website to go inside the main website. So going outside, I mean going into Google, but searching things about the main website, because sometimes Google could have some extra information which won't be visible on the main site. So in that case, a little bit of Google Dorking will work as well. I'm also thinking about looking into GS files, maybe trying to find some links either like manually, and I will also show you some tools that you can use. Yeah, so is my voice too low, or is just for one guy? Because I don't think that my voice is low actually. At least my OBS don't show this. Okay, so I'm thinking about starting to test FIS program. So this program has pretty nice policy, a lot of actually a lot of rules, but what I really like about this is any asset is in scope and they award pretty big bounties. So it's really worth testing, and if you see vulnerabilities rewarded, it's quite a high number, and even though validation is a little bit almost 2 weeks, but it's worth waiting if you are getting large average bounties. So it's worth trying, but keep in mind that this program has some out of scope vulnerabilities. For instance, most of XSS is out of scope, CSRF, subdomain takeover. So if you are the guy who are after those type of vulnerabilities only, this might not be place for you to hunt the bugs. But in this case, like the main purpose here is just to collect recon data, and I will show you how. And yeah, some other bugs which is pretty weird. which is excluded. Also CSV injection, open redirects. Yeah, others are kinda self-explanatory, but I don't get when programs do like this any kind of credential leaks. Like if you get credentials and you're able to access admin accounts and get PIIs, I don't get why companies don't want to award for this, because you can actually save that company from like getting anything serious. So yeah, I don't like seeing this actually. But apart from that, let's try to begin. So they actually don't have anything mentioned. Oh, they also have mentioned that most of the like domains like this are out of the scope. But as you can see from those examples, FIS Global should be like one of the main apex domains of this target. So I will go to the FIS Global at the beginning, and right here I will say, like, I will show what I think and say what I think actually when approaching like website like this. So usually it looks like as the static website. What I really like to do is check Vapalizer and check which technologies there are. Vapalizer shows the most of the technologies, but I seen the cases where actually some extra technologies could be found as well and was not showing on Vapalizer. So sometimes it's really good idea is also to click on view page source and try to search for links, not to like CSS files, but sometimes some links could get some like interesting areas. I know this looks pretty weird, but there might be some JavaScript like links, or maybe links to the certain directories which could indicate certain technologies. So going to the source is pretty good as well. And sometimes you can also find some links to other Apex domains from like source as well. So what I did already, I have initiated a new project. Since it's like fresh new PC, I don't have any data, as you can see right here. I named this project FIS. So when I go through this page, I will proxy everything through Fox proxy. In this case, I might get on this target, like apart from YouTube, I might get a lot of data from this site, and in case there are some external links, it will be a pretty good start. So what I really want to do is browse through the website. Some of those like not really interesting. I see there is a login page. This is very interesting for me every time, but as this is like the main website, it's very low probability that there could be bugs on login website. But from the login, I see multiple logins, and this is actually very good area to take notes, since there might be different cases for login. So as we can see, there is client portal, there is e-access, and there is Meta Vante image extranet or something like that. But it's moved to the client portal. So when you see something like has moved, it seems like there was a certain functionality, but it was migrated. So then there are cases like this when there is migrations, acquisitions, stuff like that. It means that a couple of systems could be merged. In this case, there might be bugs if you manage to get login to this page. And yeah, And about login policy, we also have to check their policy of bug bounty about logins, since some programs, even though if you like able to self-register, they won't get you awards. So I don't think there is anything mentioned about logins. So in this case, if you manage to create account and like test authenticated functionality and find bug there, it will be accepted. So yeah, let me open my notes and let me see. I'm using Cherry Tree actually. I actually use like multiple nodes and subnodes for different stuff. So I have just created FIS just for note taking. So I will just write logins or login types and just write down like some notes about this target particular. And note keeping is actually really important, just in case you want to access the target after a while. So like this. So yeah, let's go corporate overview. Sometimes about pages could be really explanatory, like explaining a lot of stuff that we could use actually. On some about pages there might be some like category of acquisitions. So I see there is a search, so let's try acquisitions. Maybe they have, oh, I saw count right here. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this won't work, but it's pretty interesting. Okay, acquisitions. I'm not sure if I'm writing this correctly. No, it's should look like this. Let's see. Okay. Sometimes like some reports like quarter results also could be interesting to read. Sometimes they actually mention acquisitions, but yeah, it could be also not really that interesting. And sometimes when you are browsing through the page, there might be different technologies. Okay, let me comment something about what they're using. They're using Sitecore CMS. I'm not really familiar with that, but Akamai is pretty known CDN. And we also, like, if they're using CDN of Akamai, most likely they will be using Akamai WAF as well. So analytics is not that really important. Advertising, not that important. JavaScript frameworks should be interesting usually. Live chats, sometimes live chats could have some misconfigurations. Like if you follow me on X or like on YouTube community, I have posted about live chat of intercom, and there was like certain misconfiguration. It was a while ago, but I think there could be still possible somewhere to exploit this. They are using ASP.NET, so most likely they will also use IIS server. So okay, for web servers they mentioned that they use HTTP Apache server. So not sure if this like 100% correct, but we will see. They use char.js. This is pretty interesting as well for me, and TypeScript. So most likely there won't be too many XSS if possible, but as you remember, XSS are out of the scope of this target. So yeah, let's do a little bit of Google Dorking. Acquisitions, let's see, and try to search on Google. Maybe I can find some extra stuff right here. And there is careers website. I don't need careers, so I will use minus symbol to exclude that word. Okay, acquisitions, let's see, list. Okay, okay, maybe I can also check for brands or companies. It could be also, or like products. Those things are pretty interesting, just to getting know and getting familiar with target as well. Okay, quick reference, visual identity. What is this? Sometimes reading docs could really work. And as you can see, they mentioned their branding, and it's also pretty good because as you can see, they have multiple brands, and for those multiple branding, they might use different logos. So, like you can try to, as you can see, the WorldPay is like another product from FIS, but I think right now WorldPay has another program, WorldPay, like separate from FIS. Let me see. Yeah, they have even separate one, and it is actually the same scope and pretty similar policy. I think almost the same policy, but they just want to separate it. So yeah, brand quick reference guide. This is actually pretty good link. So I will copy this to my notes and just name brands. And maybe what I also want about this company to gather another data called companies. Just because I could use those company names while doing some Google Dorking. So WorldPay might be interesting, even though it's like separate one, but still, let's go with it. Let's see what else. Okay, typography, photography, blah blah blah. Branding examples. Okay, there is not too many information. Let's see, brands or projects could be also interesting. Just use like this. Treasury, blah blah blah. What I also could try doing is go to investor relations. Since this is like a huge company, publicly traded company, so they should have either like on this site some investor links, or even like different subdomain. So investor relations, they have pretty interesting areas just to get understanding about the target. So solutions we provide could be interesting area just to understand about which, like what they actually do. So if we go right here, okay, solutions, see more solutions. FIS Horizon banking system. So they have I see the link at the top, like FIS Global Products, FIS Horizon, blah blah blah. So like after products, I could really get the idea like which like product names. So ideally I want to collect links about products, so later on I could use those names actually to maybe discover somewhere else, not like on this Apex domain. So let's see. Banking, lending, they have different pages for that. Okay, let's try using Go tool for this actual purpose. So I was able to actually create Terminator on Windows machine. I found a way to do it, and on my Patreon I have 2 videos about like behind the scenes how you can actually install Terminator on Windows. So that's pretty neat. As you can see, I can use the Terminator even though it's Windows. It is actually it's called, I think, VSL, Windows subsystem of Linux or something like that. I'm using Ubuntu newest version as my subsystem, and on that Ubuntu I have installed Terminator. And for that installation I have created like shortcut, so it's pretty good for me. So I can like even run Linux commands like subfinder or stuff like that on Windows. I don't need even to use like virtualization software like VMware or VirtualBox. So yeah, it's pretty good. So let's try using Go. I might do echo like this and pass it to Go and grab products and maybe save it to products.txt. So while it's loading, I can really show you, like some of you might be interested how like I set up this type of terminal. So I actually found out one article on Windows subsystem. Yeah, this one. Even though it's 5 years ago, it was actually pretty useful. I gave this guy 50 claps since like I'm using Windows operating system on my new PC. And I might install some extra operating systems on this, just to get hang of some like extra attack surface. So sometimes having Apple, like Mac OS, iOS, Android, like simulators ready for test is actually a good idea. So I am setting everything up, and you can also like see everything behind the scenes if you like go to my Patreon. So yeah, I have used this article. So basically what I did, I just installed Ubuntu for Windows. It's showing pretty old version. I use 24.04, and I installed this X server. It's for displaying like Linux applications to the Windows. And yeah, it's always running. And I have installed Terminator in Bash. So to access Bash when you install subsystem of Linux on Windows, there is VSL. Yeah, it's called VSL. So on here you can basically run Linux commands, but you cannot really split terminals and do some interesting stuff like as on Terminator. So I did this. I have installed. This is like the way how on that particular terminal you can display Terminator, but I actually created shortcut. So for shortcut you need to like open the script, I create it as the file, and then use this on the shortcut that you created. So you have to create it on the desktop and like place this right here, and next time when you click on the shortcut you will launch Terminator. So that's pretty interesting way how you can use it on Windows. And not sure about macOS, so so yeah, let me see right now about the links. Is there any products which could be interesting for us? Let's try checking those actually. Okay, I will copy everything right here to my notes. Let's name it products. Okay, and we can actually go one by one. Some of them might not work. I have some idea actually. I could also use HTTPX. Try to echo this and see what HTTPX will give us. Status code. It's showing 200 even though it's 404. So I guess either manual inspection or using tools like screenshotting tools like Aquatone, or maybe is it SL? No. Let me see HTTPX. There should be content length or something like that. So content, yeah, CL. Let's use CL. So it has CL of 8. So what I will try to do, I use silent, and I will grab the ones which will have content length of 8. So instead of echoing one endpoint, what I will also do is I will create other file, grab these from the notes, paste them right here, and instead echoing one endpoint, I will cat products 2, and we'll see if I get anything. Come on. It is not excluding those because it uses coloring, so I need to use NC flag, I think. Probably E as well. Let's see right now. Nah, it looks like nothing is working properly. Solutions, payments, products. No way. I don't want to go everything one by one. Okay. Products. Okay, this one works. So not sure why it's showing like different content length, not showing different content length. So yeah, it's everything looks the same. So either I need to use manual inspection, or I could also use thing like tools like Aquatone, but I don't think I have installed Aquatone. So let's try installing it, because I could go through like how many results, I think over 100, or I can just use Aquatone. So let's try installing it. Latest release. for your operating system. It's Linux actually, because it's on the subsystem. Okay, I will copy this one and go to the tools directory. I copy right here. Okay, let me see. I will use little bit different. C and D. Okay. Okay, I have. Do I have unzip? Yes, I do. So remove Aquatone, Linux, blah blah blah. And maybe remove license and readme files and move Aquatone to user bin, and I think I need to do sudo for this, and Aquatone H, yeah, I have installed it. So let's see, just to simply use it, you can use it like this. So let's see, I could use products too and use Aquatone. Oh, come on, I need to install a Chromium driver as well as the headless browser. So let's see, install Chromium headless Ubuntu. Let's see. Okay, this should work, probably. Fingers crossed everything will work correctly. So yeah, let's go back to the chat as a really quick break. I see many of you saying just hello. The chat is not very active, but hopefully every one of you are doing fine. Let me know down in the comments like how you are currently doing in your bug bounties. I'm pretty interested to know your stories, if you're having success, if you found any bugs. That is pretty interesting. Let's keep this chat a little bit more alive, as the chat rate is 0 right now, so I would highly appreciate that. And yeah, have you seen any lagging on this video or not? Because like previously when I tried to do the stream on Friday, I had some issues, so I made Karen call to to the internet provider, and right now it's much more better actually. It's very good. So yeah. Okay, so okay, I see the Chromium browser were installed. So let's try running Aquatone once again. All right. I wonder if Aquatone uses its own user agent or not. It's pretty interesting for me to know. Probably no. Okay. Yeah, even though this repository, it says it's outdated, I still use this tool. It's pretty convenient for me. Okay. Okay, so after running Aquatone, you will get a lot of stuff actually, but you can actually use Aquatone report. Okay, I will install Firefox on my subsystem, and hopefully I can run Firefox on that file. and the Firefox of that subsystem will try to read this report. So this is one of the ways, but I probably also need find a way to display. Oh, okay, it's displaying, so it just works. So let's see. What I really like about Aquatone is like grouping different targets. All right, that's interesting. Why it's showing? Okay, it looks pretty weird. Why? Maybe my Aquatone actually ran too fast, and that's why we got like this type of websites. Like, I'm not fully sure, so like this, it's showing on the report, it's showing access denied, but on here, or this one is showing internal server error. Visit page. Yeah. So what I gonna do, by host, by similarity, single pages, graph. Oof. By similarity is the best. Visit page. Okay. So those are actually showing something. So I will click on visit page of each of those. Those I think was not showing me. Yeah, it gave an error. So basically all of them could give an error because they are similar. Just for okay, maybe Aquatone is not working correctly. I seen some people are using other screenshotting tools for this case. What I actually will try to do is just open bunch of tabs in this case. So, and try to close the ones who will give like 404 error or something like that. So I will try opening one by one. Guys, do you know the tool on Firefox which could open a lot of links at once? I think there should be a tool for that. Like, let's try to find Firefox open links plugin. There should be open links and tabs. Because I tried this one. Okay, let's try open 20 new tabs. Okay, this one doesn't work. Error. Yeah, this is much better than Aquatone in this case. I'm just closing the tabs what I don't need. Yeah, I don't know how it's called, manage extension, open multiple URLs, something like that. So and right now, is there any tool to like get all the URLs of open tabs? I need to do reverse right now because like I closed bunch of things. Okay, let me try to install other Firefox plugin. Right now I need like excluding this one. Yeah, I need to get URLs of all of those tabs. Open list extension. Okay, let me see. Open list extension Firefox. create and open. No, I don't need the one to open tabs. I need just, you know, to get URLs of currently open tabs. Of all open tabs. Firefox plugin. Let's see. Copy all tab URLs. Yeah, like this. Let's see if it works or not. Hopefully it will work. Okay. Oh, nice. So let me open the notes and wait for it. Instead of those, I will have this list. It's like I don't need add-ons Mozilla. And let's close everything. And I know a little bit about browser shortcuts, so knowing this will pay off actually. So you should learn about browser shortcuts because you will save a lot of time. And of course you need a strong computer for these actions. Okay, this is okay. All right. I'm closing tabs using Ctrl W. On macOS, I think it will be Command W. Okay, let's see. 500. Oh, there is actually Surveillance Manager. What? So as you can see, it is pretty huge company since they have a lot of products. So having links of those different products will actually pretty useful recon data. At least you can like get the names of those products later on. Yeah, so let's see what else. Yeah, let's gather 21 links from this, and I will delete, place it at the top and copy next batch. I don't want to copy too much. I know my PC can handle, but still, let's see. Okay, let's, no, not this one. This one. Oh, come on. This one. 45. Okay, let's go. Error. Okay. I wish it could load even faster, but it's pretty good actually. Okay. Okay. Even some from WorldPay were like redirected from FIS Global to WorldPay. As you can see, they are pretty closely related. So out of 45 right now we have 29. So let's copy them and let's do for a remaining batch. And before that, let's close every tab. Okay, let's place it right here. Open URLs. Let's wait a little bit. I see one of you having 143 open tabs. Okay. It must eat a lot of RAM for that, I guess. Okay, let's see what else we can check. Products. Okay, so let's copy URLs again, and let's see how many products do we have right now. We have 81, so all right, so those could be actually looked into every of them manually, and like you can, for each of that product, you can actually do some Google Dorking. So like this integrated invoice to pay. So let's go to Google, maybe select this product, you know, and just place it in the quotes and see. Sometimes some like customers of FIS could be using that, so keep that in mind, because if the customer uses, you don't want to test on customer's website, so like it's really important. Okay, solutions for corporations. I might want to exclude extensions of PDF and maybe exclude www website, Facebook, or maybe I want LinkedIn. Okay, nothing really interesting from this product on Google, at least. Let's see. Okay, maybe I will start opening in batches right now once again, but this time I will be doing Google Dorking, so maybe I will do a little bit less batches, and yeah, 9 will work, I guess. So okay, 1 will be as Google products, checks advisor, that's interesting. Okay, equalifax.com. Equalifax. I need to check if this company is indeed belonging to FIS. Oh, there is wiki page. It is pretty interesting. Let's see. American headquarters, blah blah blah. They could be related, but like not owned by. Some people use branch base just to check acquisitions. So the full name is Fidelity Informational Services. Okay, they have different names. So what I really want to do in the companies is try to like include full names. I really want to include full names actually. Okay, this could truly be interesting, because like everybody is probably going to fisglobal.com and like all the subdomains of that, but nobody is checking this website, like FIS Germany, stuff like that. And okay, it's tempting, but I don't do it. It's it's live recon, but you get the idea. This is like looks extremely old, like crazily old, and it's really interesting for me to hack on, but oh well, let's keep it for another day. And you see, like, there are indications, as we saw in the branding PDF file, there are like indication that this is FIS for sure. So let's go to like other Crunchbase information. Let's see. Fidelity informational services. Let's search for this. Okay, FIS. Let's use this name. So, like when you collect company names, when you collect the brands, products, stuff like that, later on you will be using everything for Google Dorking, Shodan Dorking, even other search engines like FOFA. So you can easily find some assets that nobody has tested ever, like ever. And you can like score pretty easy criticals this way. Yeah, so this one, Fidelity Informational Services. Okay, probably will work as well. What I also like doing is going to wiki page. Wiki page is being updated pretty fast. Like, you don't actually need to pay for subscriptions for services like Crunchbase. Most of the stuff you can find on the company website, as I shown like before, or you can just go to Wikipedia as well, like, and see acquisitions, mergers, divestments. So there will be interesting WorldPay. You see, they acquired this. This is pretty new one. But sometimes the thing about acquisitions, even though it's tempting to search every time before like testing for acquisitions, what you need to do is go to the policy of that company and see if like they have policy for new acquisitions. No, they probably not, but sometimes there is like out of scope list, and they will include all the like websites of that particular acquisition. So let me see, like this one, it is acquired by FIS, right? It's really annoying, I won't lie, it's extremely annoying for me. But you have to be extra sure, you know. Yeah, it even technology FIS acquires blah blah blah. Yeah, so they might be eligible and they might be not really well tested. So let's add this one as well. I will mark as plus, as it's extremely interesting target. Bond financial technologies. Let's see, do we have bond assets? Okay, so it means it's out of scope, so I won't even bother looking into them. What else? Payrix. So we have Payrix assets. It is also out of scope, but as we saw, the newest acquisition, Thorstone Technology, I think, yeah, it's not in the out of scope section. So here is nice target for you guys. Virtuous Partners. Okay, this one I don't think. Large stake of Virtuous Partners, but sometimes, even though it's large stake, it could be not like fully acquired, so you have to actually website. Okay, let's see. Virtus.com. I might also add some like name domains just for the future, just in case they have some interesting subdomains from the subfinder later on. But it's pretty interesting. SunGuard, Vault Paid, Inc. Okay, for this one, I might also want to where I saw this guy. Where I saw this guy. Yeah, right here. So I will add this Apex domain as it comes from this website. There might be even more. So later on, if we start going after like different companies of like this huge target, we might discover even more stuff. But right now I'm just like collecting main stuff. So as you saw, I went into actually like huge rabbit hole of like, I started from the main website. I have discovered a lot of products, so you can just paste product names like this, and sometimes Equifax. Okay, maybe sometimes it's good idea to check if there is not on this page. Equifax, let's see, Equifax FIS. Equifax. Let's try search this on Wiki. I don't think it's the company owned by FIS, but like I have to be extra short because they could be just business partners, so you don't want to hack on business partners. Unveil, blah blah blah. Just write like this. Google will know. Okay, let me open another tab on the site. I will open ChatGPT, but I don't want to show you all my chats. Okay, let's hide the side menu, and I will try on ChatGPT like this. It sometimes works better than using Google. Is not owned by FIS, so okay, thanks for verifying. Okay, let's go like this. Yeah, okay, let's skip this one. Products, analytics, solutions. Okay, this is just static page. FIS, bill, RQ. Okay. Bill, RQ. Use MasterCard. You see, like, even other companies are using this product. It's electronic bill, blah blah blah. World Pay. Let's try use this and backwards. Okay. Maybe not so good Google Doc for this. sometimes on the product pages of the companies, you can actually find the links to their products, like product demos or product examples. So I'm trying to identify if there are any links. So I will also open Burp Suite and proxy traffic just in case I find some endpoints from the source code, like right here from the source. Let's see, and like I will refresh as well. Business link intelligence. Okay. Okay, FIS website services. This is definitely a new one. FIS web services. Or I will just do like this. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Fintech integration marketplace. What is this? No, just contacts. So let's see. FIS Car Pro. You might want to exclude FIS global websites. FIS Car Pro. Okay. Not getting anything. FIS climate risk. Yeesh. Okay. Product sheet. Let's see what's on the product sheet. We have HTTP. We have www stuff. No. So nothing really interesting. Consumer collections. Static page. Corporate payment system solutions. Pretty static page. Let's see, FIS payments, 1 credit. Okay, let's see. They have this on some external pages. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty big rabbit hole, and you can spend days like just doing recon. So yeah, I'm just showing some ideas. So like for other websites on the main pages, there could be like different stuff. There could be projects, there could be products, there could be brands. There should be a certain list of the company assets which could indicate that there might be some external third parties there the assets could appear actually. So there are multiple targets like this which have everything in the scope. So actually going to the main website is also like good idea to do, and like building notes, as I already shown you, is also pretty good, because if you build pretty good notes and like you revisit that program after a while, it will be like foundation for you to get started once again. So it's really good idea. So let me quickly check the chat. Okay. In Chrome, if you open 100 tabs, the tab symbol changes to yeah, I seen for some people. I haven't ever actually opened 100 tabs, but with my computer capabilities I might be able to. As you can see, task manager, yeah, it's like more than enough for me. I even haven't overclocked this processor, and I don't think I will need on just in case I decide that I like want the full capacity, but right now I'm not even reaching 20% in the most cases. Memory, yeah, it's little bit but still, like 96 rams, it's like more than enough for most cases. And yeah, maybe running burp suite intensively like crazy, it might run like CPU and RAMs, but like okay, I haven't shown my screen. Yeah, but like you can see, my memory is 96, and CPU is pretty like has a lot of cores and like logical processor, so it's more than enough actually to do most of the stuff. So yeah, let me see. I'm in the Edge, bro. Lol. Okay, the Edge I don't recommend. The Edge for me is just for installing Chromium or Firefox. Okay. Hello, sir. I just few days ago saw your channel and I love your work and quality content. Thank you. Sir, I have confusion. Many hunter are there who share their onliners or automation, but I'm confused when to use automation and then go for manual testing. Well, like if you are just starting out, I don't recommend to do a lot of automation. I just recommend like understanding main vulnerability types. I recommend going to the like basic stuff like Portswigger Academy, Pentester Lab, which is paid actually. Maybe later on going to bugbountyhunter.com. It's pretty good resource to understand like how bug bounty works as a whole, and of course reading reports from other researchers and blogs was also important. So do this first and start with doing manual hacking first. Once you be good, we will be starting to find certain bugs. Then I suggest like learning a little bit about automation and one-liners. At least it's my advice to do. And sir, while Recon I got like 4K subdomains, so should look at each and every subdomain manually, or what else I can do? So like if you have large data set, ideally what you want to do is to filter out that data set. If you like found a lot of live subdomains, what I really suggest you to do is also try to get status codes from them, try to get titles, try to get response length, uh, and yeah, and maybe if they are redirects, get redirect links, and only filter out the ones who will stand out from everyone. So if you are like getting 5k subdomains, it doesn't mean that every one of them is really interesting to do. Like most of them could be 403 status code and won't be accessible in the most cases. You can try doing WAF bypasses for them, which like if you haven't subscribed to my Patreon, I will release video about it for this Friday, so you will see like how you can do some basic stuff to do, but in the most cases you won't. Have to understand that in the most cases you won't. So like I really suggest starting out from the subdomains which are actually simple to grasp on. So start with 200 status code subdomains and start maybe from the main website, main product as I'm shown right here. So start from those, try to explore functionality. If there is registration endpoints, try to register, try to create accounts, try to explore every functionality, try to collect endpoints, map the attack surface, and then you like when you find a lot of endpoints with different parameters, you have to fuzz those parameters, and basically the bugs will start appearing. But you just need to spend a lot of time on like single program, and you also have to think outside the box, as I showed you before. Like you can go little bit, like try to find acquisitions like for different subdomains, like or different companies even owned by same company. And as you saw, like German subdomain looks super old, and could be really interesting to hack on. So yeah. I also do our organization name and check their employees repositories. Yeah, that's actually GitHub Dorking and Shodan Dorking could be like the other for another stream, the idea for another stream. I for one stream I can only do Shodan Dorking, and I could show how I collect additional data, like collect additional names for this particular target. And yeah, it's pretty good idea, because on Shodan and maybe on other like websites like Census, FOFA, you can find a lot of Apex domains as well. Like if you use particular dorks like org, as you mentioned. And on GitHub as well, you can find the leaks, but like as we saw in their policy, they have like, I don't know, like this part, it's pretty crazy. I would still report if I find some critical bug. I would still report and just ask them if they care. If they care, uh, they like, at least they would award you something, you know, because you prevented from them from the breach. So I don't know, like until you try, you will never know the response for the company. But like as I saw, they are like against most of the leaks and most of the client side bugs. So keep that in mind if you are decide to going after this company. A last question is how you, sir, identify that subdomain might be vulnerable and what things you look for identifying. So as I mentioned, firstly, you actually map the attack surface for a particular subdomain. Each subdomain will have like different functionality, or might won't be any functionality, but if there are functionality, explore that functionality, collect endpoints, and those endpoints should have parameters, and those parameters should have values. So you will try to inject certain payloads in those values and see responses, how they respond. And some responses might get you some indications that there might be certain like indications of certain bugs, like SQL injection. Like you could try sleep payloads. If the server if you try sleep payload with 15 seconds, if server hangs for 15 seconds, there will be indication that there might be like SQL injection. You could also try RCEs, XXEs. Like some endpoints could really indicate that there might be some issues. Like especially if there are certain parameters like URL equals, or select equals, or command equals, it will indicate like about certain vulnerability. So I won't go in real depth about this, but actually you have to do a little bit of your own research, or you can join on my live hacking as well, because I usually do live hacking the next day after live stream. So feel free to join, and of course go to my Discord server and I will announce the times of that. Okay, can you tell us more about VPS you're using and how it's your approach for bug bounty? Yeah, I have some live Recon already where I actually show like how I do how I use those VPS. I do usually use Axiom, and I use DigitalOcean as my provider. So you can check like below this video, there is a link where you can register and get a certain amount of dollars as like bonus registering from my link. And yeah, you could start using it for free at the beginning, so you could try using DigitalOcean, and they're like one of the cheapest providers which works with Axiom. So Linode and I think DigitalOcean works the best for this case. From my understanding, you have full-time job in security-related role. If so, did bug bounty help you a lot? Yeah, I had actually. I had the like regular job, but I switched to just doing bug bounties, because if you like know the stuff, if you are dedicated, if you spend enough times, you can actually live out of bug bounties. It's not consistent at the beginning. Once you get hang of it, and once you like find some like programs which actually pays normal amount, and it's pretty nice to researchers, yeah, then you can actually stay longer on them, try to like hunt for longer, and you will be rolling out in the like in the bugs and getting some checks for that. All right, so I guess I answered all of the questions. I have shown like some like basic stuff on site, how you can like collect information, how you can build nodes for your bug bounty targets. So like I also discovered the like different login types. I shown that you should also try to find the different company names or like acquisitions. Let's do slash acquisitions. Not sure if I'm like grammar is right, but well, what the hell. And yeah, basically you should try to build your nodes. For me, using cherry tree works. Other people are using mind maps. I don't like using mind maps. They look too much corporate to me, and I don't like corporate like stuff. So I have collected some useful links. Other things what could be interesting as well to check. To check to you can also try to use use the same Google, but if you just want to find stuff on the main website, you can use www. Sometimes this could work, sometimes maybe not, but and what I really like to do is go after API or admin. So API is also pretty interesting for me because there might be different APIs of this particular target, and I want to discover if there is any documentation of it. APIs made easily. There is just a blog post, but ideally what I want to see is the list of different APIs of them. If there is any Swagger, maybe not white paper. Okay, there might be word as developer experience world on, or docs is also pretty good word which you could use actually and try to explore different links. You see, like Relius documents, FIS Relius, it's, I think there is like product of FIS. Let's see. Yeah, you see FIS logo, but Relius.net is the new Apex domain. So like it looks pretty old, and you can try like do this. And also about Google Dorking, you can also try to copy their tagline and go to Google and try to search if there is. We have Relius already. Okay, this VP FIS Global, this is new one as well. Just using Google could truly be a good way to build nice list. Files, Prism, create. Let's see if it truly belongs to them. Probably not. Probably just a file of them hosted on there. So Yeah, let's see. Let's try without the R and without this symbol. And you might start seeing even older websites, because global we have this already. So let's see. Let's see. Maybe just use site with it. Team. Okay. It looks like some websites might be holding PDF files, and that's why it's showing this. So you can also exclude extension of PDF. Can also exclude Facebook, LinkedIn, and some talent websites like recruiting websites, stuff like that. Yeah, so just basically get idea what you can do. You can do a lot of like Google Dorking and try to collect this way. So yeah, you can use even the main website to get some like ideas. Product sheet template. Okay. So yeah, this recording will be available on YouTube, but after the stream I have to edit little bit just to see like if I accidentally leak something serious or not, just to like be double make sure. And yeah, later on I will definitely release everything. So yeah, it will be for public, but in regards to live hacking afterwards, you have to actually join the Discord server, and on there you can, if you get it on time, you can like ask me questions as well, and I will show you like my methodology and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for today, thank you for joining. It was really my pleasure. I have shared just a couple of stuff, just going to the main website and just going it from the Google. Also you can use Bing and other search engines. I might include them in other videos, but as I got a couple of ideas, I might also show you GitHub Dorking and Shodan Dorking for other live streams. So yeah, I guess it was pretty useful for you guys, and I hope you will have some like knowledge upgrade after this, and have a nice day guys. See ya.